Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Taiko World Cup 2025 quarterfinals. Once again, we have a very exciting match, this one probably being the closest seeding that we'll have all weekend, 12 and 13 Turkey and Indonesia. I am Teasel, joined by Enwolf. Hello.
Hello! I'm very excited for this match. It's going to be insane. Like, we've had so many close matches this weekend. 4 tiebreakers, I think 1 denial. And this match might just add on bad.
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, if any match is going to go to tiebreaker, it should be this one, right?
Yeah, seed 12 versus seed 13. 1 seed apart. And basically, the pool's on the similar difficulty to what the qualifiers were, just with a larger pool.
Yeah, different maps overall though. We are seeing Indonesia ban no mod 5. We don't want to. They don't want to take a chance on the the stream pick. Has been catching out so many people, and Turkey going to be banning slow hidden 1,
Xai has been banned.
and immediately going for the complete opposite Hard Rock 2.
Yeah, I think to Fruko's pain, the Turkey strength is hard rock and not hidden.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, looking at individual players for Turkey, of course there is Fruko, a very, very well-known and consistent hidden player, and can take on the slow stuff very confidently as well. But the rest of the team is a lot more hard rock oriented, so Fruko's had to adapt to that. And for Indonesia, I feel like they're kind of good at both. But like maybe not like super exceptional on either, but I could be wrong. I mean, if you take a look at, individual performances, once again, XK is another one of those players that would be very, very strong on the hidden. So that's perhaps why they kind of intended to leave it open. Let me just have that extra pool of players to also play alongside them.
Interestingly, yesterday this was one of Indonesia's picks against Canada. It backfired a little bit, but I think we also have a player swap from that map. I'm Crow used to be on that map, now we see Sarah.
I see.
So it goes better. And on Turkey's side, we see Margev, who we haven't been seeing the past few weeks. Nice to see them back.
Yeah, this map is it's pretty fast on the hard rock reading. I believe into the KIs it goes all the way up to reading of 240 BPM. So often takes some very strong and proficient hard rock players in order to take it on. And Indonesia actually taking the early lead despite this being Turkey's first pick.
Yeah, thankfully for Turkey, it was 2 early misses they found, so the combo advantage isn't too massive for Indonesia, but it is there. As well as the accuracy advantage. All of Indonesia's players have 99% accuracy, and Turkey is only near the 99% mark in both directions.
A miss from XK is going to help stop Indonesia taking that lead too far into their own favor. So 4 full combos in the... Oh, sorry, 3 full combos, 2 for Indonesia, 1 for Turkey. Neural G missing, just kind of almost on the easiest section of the map. Perhaps the nerves getting to them a bit. They'll have 2 very strong combos from Turkey with Magev and Fruko. The XK now making their way up to 400 combo.
There's about a minute left, especially with the KI section. Maybe Indonesia finds a few drops and allows Turkey to come back on this map.
Yeah, there is still this final Ki. Walper finds a miss of their own. It's pretty clean. Still above 99 accuracy. Magev finds a similar miss on their own. So that score difference is still going to hover around 40,000.
And it looks like we're nearing the end, and it won't be enough. Indonesia is going to take the first break point unless something dramatic happens, but I don't think there's map. Yeah, there's not map.
We have one full combo from Sarah on Indonesia 25-100s. and for both XK and Walpurgis, one singular miss. But for Turkey as well, 2 misses from Magev and Fruko, and 4 miss from Neural G.
Fruko actually gets to the top score of the lobby.
Yeah, despite the misses, which is quite strange. I think, yeah, just the very early miss. So the max combo was almost the same as kind of the total notes in the map. And with their accuracy so high, really helps put them forward above the rest.
Yeah.
But Indonesia takes a breakpoint off of Turkey's first pick. It's an incredibly strong position to be in, and Indonesia are immediately going to go and respond with Nomad 4. You think Indonesia were probably practicing this map a lot just before this match started and want to play it while it's still all fresh in their minds. This is the gimmick map. And this year we're just sticking to reading and slider velocity gimmicks. But they are very difficult in their own right.
Yeah, there's some parts of this map especially that require memorization. Because sight reading this is getting impossible.
Yeah, fortunately I don't think you need to completely memorize it, like for example the hidden section, or the very slow section on last week's tiebreak with hidden, for example. There are multiple players now floating around that can tell you the exact patching of that section on command.
I can't believe, when I saw that, I can't believe that is possible.
Yeah. I don't know how they do it. So fortunately this map isn't quite that level, and I think that's the reason why they've decided to take this approach, because they don't want Nomad 4 to become a you have to sit down and study it for 10 hours kind of map. They still want it to be kind of accessible to learn, and perhaps kind of, well, easier to kind of follow for viewers, but also just easier to get more people into map them as well, and give more people opportunities to kind of express these different kind of styles of maps in the tournament.
Yeah, I kind of much prefer this style of gimmick map.
I'm the same, but maybe that's just because we're old.
Yeah, when we first had gimmick maps in the Taiko World Cup, it was this kind of map.
Remember when Slow Jam was a gimmick?
Yes.
Not to say that the really crazy all over the place kind of gimmicks are bad, like, they are insane, and every time I would end up seeing one, especially kind of the ones made by Mew, like, once I thought I'd seen it all, he'd managed to create some brand new gimmick that I just didn't think would ever be possible. So it was really awesome getting to showcase those kind of things in the World Cup as well, and just see what the best of the best can do on them. But I think it's like also fine to kind of put it on the shelf for now. It's always there to go back to. Let's just see what else we can do.
Yeah. Like, we haven't seen this kind of gimmick in a while. I think the last time probably was like Burning Sands by No Fool in 2022. Banger map, by the way.
The gimmick for the round of 32 gimmick for last year was also just kind of SV, I believe, but after that it went into the regular kind of stuff that we were used to. But see, even though this is just SV, it's already caught out 2 combos, 1 on each side.
It's also the same
take
place
the early lead.
It's also the same place that are struggling a little bit with accuracy, both sitting at 96-97%.
Another miss from Magev, though, is going to pass the lead over to Indonesia on their first pick. Walpurgis misses Magev matching it, though.
They keep being neck and neck.
Ray missing, though. That accuracy dropping quite a bit. Flicker missing, losing that full combo as well. It's Fruko versus XK.
They hold a ridiculously high accuracy as well. Both sitting at the same accuracy, actually.
Yeah, Flicker really helping out Turkey with the extra 2%. We get a section that has quite a bit higher SV going on.
It will shift a bit towards the Indonesian side after Magev found a miss. For a second I thought Fruko did, but no. Imagining things.
Yeah, Flicker missing again. Walper also finding drops. That score differences have. Big misses from Flicker. And the score is flickering a wee bit, but Ray and Walper find misses of their own. Fruko and Magev really have to hold on here to win back that break point they just lost. There's not much map left to go. We are on the outro. It's not free though. $10,000 score difference. 3 low combos in the lobby right now, but the 100 count could lead to misses. But it's the end. Breakpoint 18,000 in favor of Turkey. 2 breakpoints in a row, and 2 full combos, XK and Fruko, both with 10 100s, but due to, I don't know, just perhaps wherever those 100s were picked up, Fruko is going to be the MVP.
Maybe an unplayed finisher.
Entirely possible, yeah.
Yep, it's tied up again. Turkey gets the next pick. Not a sweep. Which would have been interesting in this matchup. And unexpected.
Do we call it already?
I would love to, but maybe we should wait a few maps.
Alright, alright. I mean, we've had our hype and excitement so far this weekend.
Yeah, but we can make it 5. We were close before.
We would never make it 5.
Yeah, we would never download a bird, and we would never make it 5 tiebreakers.
What we are going to see is another mod 2. That has been very popular this week. And it's our kind of, what do you call it, the techie kind of swing kind of map.
Yeah, definitely swing.
Has an element of speed to it as well. It's kind of a couple of things all kind of mixed into one.
Yeah, some people compare this to No Mod 6, even though they are different. The songs themselves are kind of similar too. Bangers.
Absolutely. Looks like Indonesia's gonna swap out Sarah for Kames. Kames, that's it.
And Duroji coming back for Turkey.
Oh no, sorry, it was Ray that played that last map. I'm getting confused.
Yeah, that slot keeps changing. It's been 3 players now. X-Camber Pergus. Be the core for Indonesia right now. Fruko Yulakol and Magev for Turkey.
Alright, here we go. Into our third map of the match. I mean, Turkey is going to really hope that they don't lose yet another breakpoint. Losing one is scary enough, thankfully winning it back immediately. But they really can't be affording to give away more, unless they're confident they can win them back. Wolfrigus being the first player to miss for Indonesia. Turkey taking the early lead.
Quite a massive accuracy drop as well, dropping to 95%.
That's one of the things with swing and a lot of doublet rhythms is it's easy to kind of fall out of the rhythm, or just find it difficult to get into it, especially towards the beginning of the map.
Yeah.
So perhaps that's where Walper has struggled, but Kames also finds misses of their own. Still 3 full combos for Turkey. XK being the only full combo left for Indonesia, but Fruko misses. And again! Still keeping the accuracy higher than Kames and Wolfrigus, but resetting that combo is still going to help Indonesia.
Cam straights.
Only a third of the map left to go. This is a very short one. 40k in favor of Turkey. Things are looking good for them. Magev and Neural G still above 99 accuracy on the full combos. XK just a bit higher than both of them. Another miss from Kames though is going to make Indonesia's battle back to taking this towards their favor very difficult. Fruko finds a miss, but we're just on the outro and nothing could be done. 59,395 points to Turkey. Breaking the streak of breakpoints and taking their second of the 3 full combos from Magev, Neural G, and XK. All above 99%.
Now it's Indonesia's time to pick again. I would say... Actually don't know. They could try free mod. I think the free mod capabilities are pretty known. XK and Fruko Yurako are going to destroy Hidden Hard Rock.
Yeah, it's just the question of what does the rest of the team do? Because Indonesia did manage to come out on top with the Hard Rock 2.
Maybe Hard Rock 1 could also happen. It's more techy than No More 2, so it's different enough. I'm Crow seems to be joining the match.
Yeah,
Could be Hard Rock.
Possibly. I think I'm Crow is quite a fast player, so we could potentially have like a speed pick coming in, but I'm not too confident.
Indonesia has mixed up the rosters a little bit from yesterday.
And they're already choosing to utilize their timeout. Each team gets 1 2-minute timeout per match. So it looks like they're really not sure where to go here. There is a lot of option. The Borislope when we have Nomad 1, 3, 6, Hidden 2, Hard Rock 1, Double Time 1 and 2, and Free Blood 1 and 2. But when it is such a close matchup, especially look at those seeds 12 and 13, it's so difficult to tell exactly where to go. Because it's not really a case of this team is really good at X and the other team is really good at X and at Y rather, and they can just kind of pick their own things. It's the kind of match where there's like, you know, the skill sets and the ideas of what they want to do are a lot more muddied, and you know, they've already lost a breakpoint, they've won a breakpoint. They really can't afford to kind of drop one and not be able to recover it.
Yeah. They should try to win the next pick at least. Like, it's as fun as it is for the viewer if breakpoints keep going back and forth. If you pick a map, you want to win it, not keep choosing for your opponent. And Turkey managed that. You know what is a good use of time during the timeout? Heading to the O store and buying a banner for one of these two teams, for example. Because one of them is going to be out after this match and you need to give them your energy, your power by spending $2.50 on a banner you can keep on your profile.
It's true, and if you pick the banner of the winning team, you can choose a banner for all 32 teams that qualified, even if they're already out. If you pick the one team that wins, you get to keep your banner for a whole year until the next World Cup.
Yes, and they are very cool design-wise this year. Love the new style the World Cups are going for.
Absolutely. And I'm loving the style of Indonesia going with Hard Rock 1. It does make sense they managed to win on Hard Rock 2. Hard Rock 1 makes sense, however, personally, I would also fear that, you know, if Turkey are willing to pick Hard Rock 2, surely it'd also be good in Hard Rock 1.
Yeah, normally this is not really a reading challenge, but the cell velocity on this map is higher than you would expect for 160 BPM throughout the entire map. So it's not super easy to read either. Some people would argue though that this makes it a speed map.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of depends on the sort of player that you are.
Thinking of no one particular, Smile. People that single tap 300 BPM. Oh, maybe not 300, but like no mod 5 gets to be single tapped, and that is not okay.
Here we go. Will Indonesia manage to tie it up once again? 2-2, or will Turkey manage to take yet another break point? Turn it into 3-1.
Early accuracy advantage for Turkey right now. But we're also only 100 nodes in, that's like 1000.
Here we go. The early lead for Turkey, but we're just getting to the hard part now. So we'll see how long they hold on to that lead. No one immediately collapsing coming into the section. All full combo still intact.
Ruko's the first to drop, but the accuracy is going to keep Turkey in the lead just for now.
Does reduce that score lead though. Down at 15k. Sarah missing on as well. It was a single miss at the end of the pattern, but it is a combo reset. Things are not looking good for Indonesia here with a third of the map left to go and Turkey being 40,000 in the lead.
The map does pick up in difficulty a little bit now in the second half of the TI. But it doesn't look like anyone cares.
Everyone just looks very, very consistent on this one. But a miss from the Earl G is going to help out Indonesia, but I think we're going to have to see a bit more. The score difference is shrinking too slowly.
And it's not enough. Another breakpoint. Turkey leads 3-1.
Yeah, good effort from Indonesia. Just struggling at that bit more on the accuracy compared to Turkey. Had 2 full combos to 1, but the score difference was still just too great to overcome. Now it's back over to Turkey in a very advantageous position here.
Yep, and I could see Turkey going for something like DT2. Go fast! Boo. Oh, no mod 6. No mod 2 went well. Also fast.
It is, yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what the best option is. Maybe they could attempt something such as like double time 1 or something. I feel like Turkey have managed to prove that they're just kind of a bit more confident when it comes to the accuracy, so double time 1 would be pretty good for that. But I could even see something like a no mod 1, just keeping it simple. So far both teams have avoided free mod as well. Perhaps a bit afraid of what what either side can do.
Oh, a 2 roll. Free mod. And it's time for BPM.
Okay.
The anti-mod of the 2 maps. But we don't know what Turkey would do because unfortunately their match was a win by default. We do know Indonesia had a hidden hard rock on this and 2 single hard rocks. 4 mods, quite good.
Yeah, Fruko probably hidden hard rocks this, and I would expect probably Magev and Neural G to both pick up on the hard rock as well.
Yeah.
Post this hero up gift to waste 573 kilobits of internet data.
Oh no! Hope my wasted data. I think the stream itself will do more.
Yeah. So this map is the kind of anti-mod, free mod. It's a bit less accessible, so you'll only kind of tend to see very high-ranking players taking on the hidden hard rock. So that's why we're predicting that probably only Furco and XK will take it, but entirely possible. You know, people have been practicing hard and also choose to adopt it. But it looks like we're pretty much right. Furco and XK, of course, on the hidden hard rock, and all other players just on hard rock. So there is no mod advantage.
It's mirrored. Thankfully, the players are also the correct positions.
Yeah. I believe in the Catch World Cup for multi-mod, which is their version of free mod. They do actually enforce specific slots for who's playing what.
That sounds quite good.
Things are not going well for Indonesia in the start of this one, though. 2 of their players finding significant breaks. But it's Turkey who are really looking to win this point. It's their pick after all. They must be feeling pretty confident in their abilities. The session designed to be more difficult for hidden, but of course we have no single hidden mod players here. So it's pretty free for everyone. These faster sections, though, is where we'll really need to pay attention. $68k in favor of Turkey. Things are looking good for them.
Yep. There's still a bit of map left. Also very funny finishers, very funny offbeat rhythms. With the high OD it is easy to drop on them, but will anyone drop on them?
plenty could still go wrong. Especially as we will have faster sections to catch out all of our players on Hard Rock. Here it is, the streams. Not the comfiest patterns in the world, but everyone hitting the first one. And the second, we have the finishers.
No one drops.
Urko ghost tapping between the finishers.
There's only one thing left. It's the cutting SV streams.
It has quite a lot of people this weekend. Harder than it looks. But everyone hitting them as if it's nothing. Sarah with a single miss between the streams. Are Turkey gonna get a triple FC on this? They are. A 4-mod FC. Brook only 13 100s with Hidden Hard Rock. Very, very well picked. So far, Indonesia are in the lead. Everyone on the full combo, but it's only by a couple thousand points. And the lead flickering back and forth. Things are neck and neck. If any players to miss right now, it would spell disaster for their team. It looks like Turkey has taken a slightly more stable lead, but once again, it's so minimal, only a couple thousand points.
Now it's growing, almost reaching 10,000.
Yeah, both Sarah and I'm Crow hovering around kind of the lower 99. Sarah in the mid 98s now, helping give Turkey that lead. As the stamina is very important for this one. And we've got the stream section. This may be the decider. All players full comboing, but the accuracy playing in favor of Turkey once again. We've still got 6 full combos on the board. There's not very much map left to go. Looks like Turkey might be getting another breakpoint. And misses from Sarah at the very end confirm it. Team score of 3,300,000. Both Magev and Neural G tying score with Furko with only 5 100s. XK not far behind on a 7-100 FC, and I'm Crow on the 19-100 FC. Just unfortunately, Sarah couldn't quite keep up with the speed and the accuracy, but getting only a 1 misplay themselves is very, very good.
It's just the accuracy that Turkey overall is doing a bit better on, and might give them the 6-1 finish. If they get this map correct, could just be 3-1. 3-2 went quite well. No one 6 was mentioned.
Turkey on the match point, one more map win, and they take it home, going on to the semi-finals.
Once again, the 2 roll.
Yeah, Indonesia gonna have to win their next 2 picks as well as Turkey's next 2 picks to take it to a tiebreaker. And Turkey decided to go for it. Nomad 6 seems like a sensible pick. Another popular map this weekend.
Yep, the new map slots in the map pool, Speed Tech, also the banger slot, certified. Nomad 6 always provides the best songs. This is a rule. So lots of 1.8, lots of 1.6 in this map. Very high slider velocity. And I think of this map, combos have also been plentiful, so like DT2, it will mostly come down to accuracy.
Yeah, I'm not sure how this one will go. Once again, it's one of those maps where I feel like it could go either way. Potentially just purely based off of the last map, we could probably see Turkey take a bit of an advantage since it is on the faster side. But we're seeing some roster swaps for Indonesia with Ray and Kames coming back in.
And I would guess they're settled in. True. Turkey is not going to switch players. So just waiting for the map to start. There it is.
Just waiting for the players to load in. Here we go. what could potentially be the final map of this match. Have a bit of a slow intro. We've been seeing players get caught out on these streams even. Every note counts.
Ray struggling with accuracy at the start here. And the top row player still holding onto double S. Kems finds the first drop. Big lead for Turkey right now with accuracy and combo on their side.
Yeah, Ray with a miss. Bruko matches it though. Looks like it comes out worse as well, but Ray finds more drops. Games as well for Indonesia. Furco drops again. But it's still 2 full combos for Turkey with only 1 remaining for Indonesia. $70K rising. More misses from Furco though. But I think if Indonesia are going to want to be able to take back this one, take back their first break point here, we're going to have to see more drops from Magev and Neural G, both still on the full combo. Never mind. I am doing my job well. Magev drops the combo.
But the accuracy is still firmly on Turkey's side. So that needs to change for Indonesia to be able to take a breakpoint.
Miss from Furco. There's not much map left to go though. And Indonesia themselves can't afford to make any mistakes. Miss from Neural G. That score lead is not shrinking fast enough for Indonesia. And a miss from XK. The final full combo, giving Turkey the win with 40,000 points. A's across the board. And a congratulations to Turkey for winning the match and making it to the semi-finals. Unfortunately for Indonesia, they will be out of the tournament for this year, as this has been a losers bracket match. But it's always great to see them. Again, one of those teams that ended up peaking, getting 3rd place in the World Cup quite a few years ago, and then sort of a lot of their kind of high-level players sort of taking a step back. And then a newer generation is coming in, with a bit of a mixture of old as well, such as XK. But we'll be looking forward to seeing Turkey next week on the semi-finals pool against some even stronger opponents that have also made it through into the semi-finals.
Indeed. So this is going to be the first time Turkey has made it to the semi-finals. Unfortunately for them, their first semi-finals opponent is the number 3 seed, United States, after they got upset by Chile last night.
That is a very tough start, but that's the stage of the competition we're at. We're really trying to narrow down the best of the best. And Turkey will do their best to prove that they belong in that slot. We have a couple more matches this weekend to fill out the rest of who we will be seeing in the semi-finals. We have Russia versus Finland at 16 UTC, followed up by the United Kingdom and Slovakia at 17 UTC. And straight after that match, we will also have the map pool showcase to show off to everyone what we will actually be seeing and playing in the semi-finals. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back about 1 hour and 15 minutes for Russia versus Finland. We'll see you there.